everybody! So today is Sunday, that means it's time for family movie night, and this week, by popular demand, I decided to review DreamWorks film Bee Movie, and I've had a lot of requests for this film, and it's funny, I'd seen it before, but it had been a long time, and I was just kind of looking for something to talk about, and I figured, what the heck? Why not finally check this one off the list? And, you know, it's funny because when I announced that I was reviewing it, I got very strong support and very strong expressions of lament and frustration and anger at the movie. And it just surprises me because this movie does not seem very hateable to me. It seems extremely innocuous and extremely harmless. So it seems surprising to me that it would inspire either both such love and such hatred of anybody. It's just, I don't know, it's fine, I enjoy it, but to me, it's on the same level as a lot of these sort of average films that we got last year in your Secret Life of Pets and your Storks and your Sing and movies like that were fine. I enjoyed watching them, but they're not like insane. I guess what makes this movie sort of different than maybe those films is that it's just a little bit more weird, and I think that's probably why it achieved this cult following that it has, because I don't know, it's just sort of weird, this relationship that develops between a human and a bee, and like the bees suing the humans for using the honey. There's just some weird kind of plot points, and the fact that like they, I don't know, a bee and this woman are sort of attracted to each other is very weird and whatever. So I guess that is partly why it is as popular as it is, and people like it. And I like things that are weird and different, so I don't know, so I enjoy that. I think I'd enjoy it if this was even a little bit more weird and a little bit more different than it actually is, but I appreciate that it has some of those weird elements, and it certainly is beautifully animated. I really like the colors and just the world building that they did inside the hive, the different ways of making the honey. You can definitely see that this is somewhat of a labor of love for Jerry Seinfeld. He doesn't do movies really. And I think he did this movie as something for his kids. So I don't know, I remember when it came out, he was very actively promoting it and very involved. And so you can just feel that, something about the energy and the excitement and sincerity in his vocal work and other things. So I really enjoy that about the film, and some parts of the script are quite amusing. Some parts aren't that great, like all of the bee puns. I'm not a pun person. I don't really like that much. That was one big worry I had going into Zootopia, but they actually really didn't. I mean, aside from the sloth, which I thought actually was pretty funny, aside from that, there's really not a whole lot of puns in Zootopia. There's so many here in this movie, in the script. You know, like, he brings his report card, I got all bees, you know, things like that. It's just like, try harder. I'm not a big pun person. And anyway, so yeah, but for the most part though, the script, it just feels like it was taken seriously and that they really tried, and that there was an energy behind the project. So I like to see that. And I think in general the voice work is good. Like I said, Jerry Seinfeld is pretty good. Renee Zellweger is good as the woman, the floral shop owner that he meets. And my favorite though is Patrick Warburton as her boyfriend. He is hilarious in this, as he always is. He always steals the show. But he was actually my favorite character. He was so funny. He's the only one that sort of says, like, this is insane. Why are we talking to a bee? And even though he's supposed to be sort of the bad guy in a way, sort of the bad boyfriend, I thought that he was the most genuine and funny and honest, and his freaking out over yogurt totally cracked me up. And, you know, that yogurt nights are not supposed to be this stressful. That was really funny, I thought. So he was my favorite. You get a little bit of Chris Rock as this mosquito, but not very much. And it's always a little distracting in animated films when you have a character that has a famous vocal performance, a famous voice, and they're hardly used at all. That was a problem with the Minions movie, is that you have someone like Michael Keaton in like 2 scenes. That was very weird. And so, I don't know, that's sort of weird, but he's fine. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, I just don't think it's great. Like, it's fine. It's a fine, average, innocuous, pleasant movie. I don't think it's like the worst thing ever by any definition. I think that's, I just don't understand why some people have that view. But I also don't understand why people would like love it. It just seems very, very average to me, but pleasant and enjoyable and fine, you know, if you want to put on something and enjoy a family movie, and it does have some nice messages, you know, and there's some degree of sort of moderation, you know, that he thinks that getting all the honey back will help the bees. Well, it turns out that they're not able to do what they're supposed to do, they're called to do, and then they're really unhappy. And so in a way there's sort of this sort of moderation of that, you know, that extreme positions and extreme ideas might sound good on the outside, but in reality it's usually something in between that's the right choice. And so that's a good message, I think, for kids. And so anyway, it's just a fun little movie that you can watch. So let me know what you think of the Bee Movie. Are you on the hate side? Are you on the love side? Are you with me and it's just sort of pleasant and in the middle? Let me know and put it in the comment section. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel and I will talk to you later.